I brought a bag of beats that I produced in my compound. Brought them over and brought a whole bunch of vinyl.
It went so well last year, I didn't even have a doubt that if Mike came up here and did what he does, so we'd get some great stuff.
I come back here to EA Sports with a new approach. I know what to expect with this new SSX game.
This year I was thinking the music, I wanted to be like hip hop and breaks and techno breaks and stuff like that. So we wanted a lot of like breakbeat DJs and things like that, things that were sort of more funky and like fatter beats. We wanted like a pretty funky feel to the soundtrack this year. We worked the track so that you have like the interactive moments come to life, like the shortcuts, the music kind of goes into down tempo mode, or if you finish the race, it wraps up properly. SSX has a really, really cool piece of proprietary software. It enables us to actually remix the music in real time, interactively, and do some really cool stuff with it that I don't think any other gaming company is doing. For instance, Aphrodite, drum and bass DJ from the UK, he was here on tour. So I called up his offices and said, when you're in Vancouver, you gotta stop in at EA and I'll show this stuff to you. And so he sat in here and showed it to him, and he just totally got it, because I guess video game music kind of has a reputation for not really being that good. So when we tell them, no, we're not gonna make it sound bad, we're gonna actually make it sound really cool. Once they see it in action, they really, really understand what we're doing.
I'm really trying to choose specific sounds that would go with the different variations of movement on the gameplay. My form of music is pretty improvisational, but still trying to keep that format without going over the edge. But sometimes we like to go over the edge. Just gonna see how it goes. We're gonna hit the record button and we're just gonna freeform and go all out.
He's pulling records out of there and throwing them down on the table and literally grabbing them and bending them and...
I don't know, something, it's just like sounds. Whenever I have time, I go up to Whistler, and make all kinds of music on my mini disc, put them on and just go down the hill. When you're out there, it's a whole inspirational, you're up there. You just have all this terrain to ride across, and you're getting different emotions, and you're just feeling different from being in the studio. My whole life is revolved around music, so when I'm snowboarding, it's the same thing to me. Basically, I'm just shooting them all the sounds and all the beats and just everything, and they're really placing them for me in the computer. It's a blank canvas, and then you layer all the beats and all the drum tracks, and then you put all the organs in, say if you're building a human body, you lay down the skeleton and then you put the organs in. You put the liver, you put the brain, and then you put the heart, and then you layer the skin over, and
I knew it would go well. He's the best in the world. It had to go well.